So it is a great time to be looking for used PC parts. The whole mining bubble has burst. GPUs are at decent prices again. SSDs are dropping. So is DRAM. And you can finally build something great sub $500. Thing is, you have to be patient. You cannot take the first deal that you see and think that it's the best one. It took me over 3 or 4 weeks to get this build together that I'm going to show you. And I'm going to show you what you can do to fill your time. You can boot up your PlayStation. You suck! You can taunt it and let it know that it's not going to be your only gaming machine anymore. In fact, it's only going to be used for Netflix. You can learn to play the bass. You can probably read a book in that amount of time. You could also look at your Xbox 360 and wonder why life is so complicated now. Why can't you just go back to playing the Xbox? Okay, I think we finally found the components for this PC. So guys, this is just our base system right here. It is a Dell Optiplex. It's a Dell Optiplex 3010, and it has an i5 3470 in it, and a motherboard. That's pretty much all we need. It has a power supply too, but no storage. And this only cost me 40 bucks. Let's open it up. Yo, what the? So what we're doing here, because the graphics card does not fit in this slot right here, these drive cages conflicting with that, is we're transplanting it into another case with a better power supply, more open room. You do not have to do this. You could get a smaller card and really only pay for RAM, a GPU, and some storage, and you're done. But we're going a bit further than that since we have the budget. So guys, just look how dirty this motherboard is. This is the first thing you need to do when you get one of these Dell systems. You just need to take some canned air to it. We're going to do the same thing with our GPU, because it's not bad, but it does need a little bit of a dusting. I recommend doing this outside. But all you need is just some canned air, and we're going to get some of these, oh my god, some of these bigger dust bunnies off of here. You can just see the dust flying off. Oh my god, that already looks better. Also, I just want you to see how bad this heatsink is. You know, it probably still cooled okay. Oh no, that thermal compound looks a little... Yeah, this is just like... So now we're gonna do our GPU. This has been painted white, but it looks mostly clean. We just want to get some of the more finer things off. Oh yeah, there's some dust bunnies coming out of that. Alright, I think that's good. Alright guys, so right here we have our GTX 970, great little card. Here's our CPU cooler. Under it we have our 3470 i5. Over here, we have our 128 gigabyte SSD from Kingston and a 500 gigabyte drive just for games, benchmarking, stuff like that. And this is that 600 watt PSU that I bought at Best Buy. And we transplanted it all into my old reliable Corsair, I think it's 100R case. And that's just because this video card would not have fit in the Dell case. If you're looking to upgrade that specific PC that I bought pretty much, all you need is the RAM and a graphics card, as well as buy some storage, but you should probably buy storage new. So if you wanted to go bare bones here, you didn't even have to buy this, and you could have just made it through with one of these drives instead of, you know, both of them. And this is pretty much the system. So now we're going to hop into the benchmarks. We are running Battlefield 1, Bioshock Infinite, Counter-Strike Go, Fortnite, PUBG, Metro Last Light, and GTA 5, as well as Hitman 2016. We were running these all at 1080p to hopefully strike a good balance between CPU usage and GPU usage. For our CPU benchmarks, we will be running Cinebench R15 5 times, and we are going to be rendering a 1 minute 1080p 60 FPS video at the YouTube preset 5 times as well. So here are those benchmarks. This computer is incredible for the money. When I look at my price breakdown, I legitimately only paid $260 for this thing. If I really wanted to, I wouldn't even need to buy any of the other stuff. I could have just bought a GPU, a PSU, an SSD, and some RAM. So I suggest you going over hardware swap daily. Just go to the new tab and refresh. Maybe every hour you'll find something that you will probably want. Look at your local Craigslist listings. Extend your mileage out. Look on Facebook Marketplace. A lot of people are starting to use that over Craigslist and eBay, and there's a lot of really cool features to help you contact people easier than you can on Craigslist. So going back to what I think about this build, I think it's a pretty darn good build for the money. The one thing that I wish I could have done was upgrade the CPU to a 3770. The reason I say that is that it can get to a higher clock speed, which means better minimums for some of our tests. As well, you can really start to do some content creation with that. And most of the time those are selling on hardware swap for maybe $70 or $80. So that just would have been another $30 price premium over the CPU motherboard combo, and you can sell that old CPU for about $30. We didn't even have to buy a GTX 970. We could have bought a 1050, a 1050 Ti, or 750 Ti, stuff like that. It's a really great card for the money, and you can probably go up to 1440p. In fact, I have a video about it. So guys, if you're looking to build a computer right now, yeah, there's a lot of really cool new stuff out, like the new Ryzen series and the new Intel series. But buying secondhand is where it's at right now. I bought a GTX 1070 Ti for $300. That was like a $500 card like a year ago. I can max out any game at 1440p and get over 60 FPS, sorry. But if your budget is sub $300, you can legitimately buy a GTX 970, a CPU and motherboard combo, some RAM and some storage if you're patient enough. Also, if you're having trouble finding a really good, decent, cheap power supply and you don't really feel like waiting for a rebate, go to Best Buy. There's some decent stuff there for really cheap. That's where I got that 600 watt unit. Thanks for watching. I'm not guaranteeing any more computer content. I know that a lot of people who have subscribed in the past year have subscribed because of the Q6600 to 1030 video. That's great. I'm just doing what I feel like doing right now. And the used market has just been so good. Maybe I'll do a personal rig update with some benchmarks. That's always a possibility. But I did just put together a free NAS server to store all of my old footage on, so I may do a video about that. Anyway, guys, sincerely, thank you for watching. This has been Fester. I'll see you in the next one.